Hello there. In this video, I would like to explain how to invest in any mutual fund schemes using the mutual fund company website. My intention with this video is to help a new investor get a basic understanding of the steps to be followed for investing through the online website and to understand how easy it is to do yourself. So this is not a detailed explanation, but for something for a new investor, which is simplified. Let's get started. Step one for as a new investor is to look for this word new investor on the website. You can see as highlighted, you would find this section on all the mutual fund websites. Okay, and once you click on that, you would be taken to step two, where you would be asked to enter your PAN number. To invest in any mutual fund scheme, you must be KYC compliant. If you are not KYC compliant, in fact, you cannot invest in any mutual fund schemes. And mutual fund companies check that by using your PAN number that you would enter as part of your step two. If you are not KYC compliant, just call the mutual fund company on their provided number, and they would really help you ensuring you are KYC compliant. Okay, now hoping that you are fully KYC compliant and ready to invest, let's get started. Before we proceed, I want to highlight 2 points. Some mutual fund companies are no longer accepting applications from US residents and residents of Canada. And point two is some mutual fund companies require you to create a username and password before investing in their schemes. And as part of this video, I'm not going to explain how to create a username and password on these sites. Okay, I'm sure you know that. So let's get started. So these are the basic steps that are involved for you to invest in a scheme. It involves you to file an application, choose a scheme, and provide your investment details, and provide the payment details, and receive a confirmation. These are the 5 basic steps that are involved for anyone to invest in a scheme. Okay, and the number of steps and the order of steps might differ from mutual fund company to company, but the information that required is a very standardized one. So once you are familiar with one process, you know you can go and invest in any mutual fund company. Okay, so step one, application details. As part of this, most of the website ask you to fill about you. Okay, um, your name, your date of birth, and all that information. Indeed, they capture all this information already from your KYC. You can verify that information, and it will ask you to fill in address details for communication, and then fill your nominee details. Now, in fact, you can skip this entering the nominee information, but I would suggest you fill now itself. Okay, so as part of application details, tell about yourself. Now, scheme details and investment details. So once you fill all your information, you'll be taken to the next step, which involves you to choose whether you want which category mutual fund scheme you want to invest. Okay, that will be equity mutual funds, debt mutual funds, or other mutual fund categories. Once you choose, let's say, equity mutual fund, you will be shown all the mutual fund schemes provided by that mutual fund company as part of equity schemes. So you can select one scheme name that you're really interested to invest, and then you will be asked whether you want to go direct plan or through broker or advisor. Okay, So select direct here if you are investing yourself. Okay, if you are investing through broker or advisor, you have to enter their code, and I'm sure they're going to help you with that. Okay, once you select direct, you'll be asked whether you want to go with the growth or dividend option. The order can be anyway. So once you select the scheme name, it might directly ask you first whether you want to go with the growth or dividend option, and then it might ask you further whether you want to go with a direct plan or not. And then you will be asked to enter whether you want to do a one-time investment or you want to go with a systematic investment plan. Now, all these direct plan, growth and dividend options, lump sum, I have created the separate videos that would explain in depth on these topics. Please do check them out if you're not sure about them. So once you have chosen all the scheme you want to invest in and how you want to invest in, whether that's a direct or lump sum, all this, you have to enter the amount that you want to invest into, and you will be asked to provide a bank details which will be used at the time of redemption. So step 1, tell about yourself. Step 2, choose the scheme and the way you want to invest and the amount you want to invest. Okay, now as part of step 4 and 5, you would be reviewing all the information that you have provided till now for accuracy, and then once you think it is good, you proceed with the payment. Okay, it will ask you, okay, which bank you want to pay with and how you want to pay with. If you have chosen net banking, you would be taken to your bank website, and you can proceed with the payment on your bank site. Once that is done, you will be brought back to the mutual fund company website, and you would receive the confirmation of your investment. Okay, so these are the 5 steps that are involved for investment, in addition to your entering PAN number and ensuring KYC compliance. Okay, so now you have received your confirmation on the mutual fund website. But before we say done, I want to highlight 3 points. Number 1, now units for the scheme that you have purchased will only be allocated on receiving money by the mutual fund house or mutual fund company. Just because you have paid from your side doesn't mean the mutual fund company has received it. Number 2, you might have received confirmation with a number as part of your last step. Okay, but your email acknowledgement and account statement would take up to 3 days. Generally they get back in the next day, but it might take up to 3 days. Wait for 3 days and then call them. In the point 3, the number of units that you receive for the amount invested depends on the cutoff time and NAV. Let's say a friend of you has invested 11 a.m. In the same fund, and you invested, let's say, 4 p.m. The number of units both of you might receive might differ slightly for the same amount invested. It depends on the cutoff time. So with these 3 points, we are done with investing in any mutual fund scheme. So I hope this video gave you a basic understanding of how to invest in any mutual fund scheme. So if you have any further queries, please post them in the comment section. If you find this helpful, please do remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.